So right now we're going to have our first lifeline moment, and it is with Grow Your Business with in-home business presentations. Would you like to learn how to do an in-home presentation from one of the most successful EC women in our entire company? She's here. She was also the director of our fabulous vendor fair. And so when she comes up, I want a really warm welcome for Executive Consultant Melynda Lilly.
Good morning. How many of you are ready to take your business to the next level and promote it to conversation? All right, well, I'm going to share with you how I started my business. My background had been in direct sales and marketing for 20 years before I got into Ambit, and that was the party plan. So what I knew how to do was invite people over to my house, take a look at Ambit, but I was like, well, how am I going to draw all these circles out on this board? Because you see, when I started, they didn't have the DVD, they didn't have anything like that. So first I want to publicly thank my sponsor, Nancy Cotton. Are you here? Stand up, Nancy. Thank you for making that phone call to me January 2nd, 2007. Because you know what? Nobody in the last 7 years has ever called me and asked me to join Ambit. So thank you for that. But she had on the phone that day when she called me David Spina, and he was the one that really told me about Ambit. And so I told David, I said, well, you know, I'm ready to do this, but what I need to do, I need a commitment from you that you will help me. Here's what I want to do. I said I want to do 2 in-home business presentations a week. I want to do them on Monday night and Saturday morning. Can you commit to me that you will help me for the next 6 to 8 weeks? Because it's going to take me a while to learn all these numbers. He was a financial planner. He said, absolutely, I will do whatever you need. So we held parties at my home for 6 to 8 weeks. So why I tell people to do 2? Because if you're invited, how many of you have had an in-home first? Anybody had in-homes? Okay. How many of you have not ever had an in-home or been to an in-home? Okay, great. Several of you. Well, you know, in party plan, is everybody you invite on your list, are they all coming? No, they're not coming. So I would give people options. I would invite them over on Monday, and they were, oh, you know, Johnny's got soccer practice. I go, oh, you know what? Well, I had a few other people that weren't going to be able to come. So guess what? I'm going to do one on Saturday morning for coffee and donuts. Does that work better for you? Well, yeah, maybe I can make that. So you've got 2 lists going. Monday, Saturday, and you just keep working your list. So what do you do when you're at the in-home? Well, it's really simple. You need a few tools. And I did have a script for that, but somehow it didn't make it in the book. So if any of y'all want the actual script, I'll give it to you. And I have to give credit to my executive consultant, Donna Brenda Boyd, because I taught them how to do in-home, and he put it all together in a nice script. So it works very well. But what you're going to need is the Success from Home magazine. You're going to have those out. If you have the Inc. 500 or a copy of the Inc. 500, you want to have those out. I laminate these, the free energy program, because once they watch the DVD, you want to really kind of explain that. Then I laminate a copy of my electric bill, because you want to pass that around and you want them to really see how you truly do get free energy. And then the Ambit travel program, and I had somebody redo this for me that has all the trips and everything on that, because that truly gets people excited about our travel program. And then the other thing, I love this, I don't even know who created this, but it's awesome, and I use it all the time, where it's talking about, how many of you have seen this before? It's awesome. Talks about, well, let's see, you can work for 46 to 50 years, and you might get $1,900 in Social Security, maybe not. But what if you worked your Ambit business for 3 to 5 years, and you could create a residual income of over $7,000? That really gets people's attention. So you have all your tools here. So what you're going to want to do is first thank all the guests for coming, and then you tell your story a little bit about why you got into Ambit. So my story, why I got into Ambit, why I got into network marketing 20 years ago. I had a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old, and you know what? I wanted to be their mom. And I didn't want somebody else raising my kids. But you know, I needed a little extra money. And so somebody introduced me to Discover every toys, and I thought, oh great, my kids can use all the toys, so that's how I got into the business. So I just kind of share with people, that's how I got into network marketing, but thank goodness I was in that industry for 20 years because that's how I met Nancy Cotton. I did hospital fundraisers at her hospital every year, and she made that phone call to me on January 2nd to see if I kept my options open for making additional income, if I would take a look at Ambit and give them my opinion. Oh, great, yeah, I'll give you my opinion. And David kept calling me for 3 weeks. How many of you have ever gave somebody the website, you call them back, did they watch it? No, I didn't watch it either. He called back the second week, and well, he was very persistent. He kept calling, leaving messages all the time. And then on that third week, he said, I'll tell you what, Melynda, he said, I promise I'm never going to call you again if you will do me a favor, if you will let me come pick you up, pick you up, and take you down to our home office and meet the owners of Ambit. He said, if this is not for you, I promise I will never call you again. So first I'm thinking, well great, I get a free lunch, this guy's gonna stop calling me, and I'm just really curious how this thing with electricity works in network marketing. So I just kind of share people that my story and how what Ambit has made a difference in my life today. So what you want to do at these in-homes is you're going to put in the DVD that comes in the Success from Home magazine. That's your first option. And I want to thank Debbie and Chris Atkinson. I don't even know if they have any more of these, or they're still making it, they're gone. Okay, but they had these great CDs called Push and Play, and we use that a lot. So, man, I'm gonna get this sign from you then. This is a gold here. But anyway, use this CD because people are going to get to see the owners of the company. They're going to learn a little bit about energy deregulation. And then you stop at after the first part, after it goes over the customer benefits, and that's where you're going to use your tools that you're going to pass around and kind of explain how you get free energy. And you pass it around the room, and everybody looks at these. Then you show, the second part is I'm going to show you how you can make money with Ambit. And then it goes over the compensation plan, and then you just see what questions they have. And this is key here. Like I said, Don Boyd put this together. We're not going to read this and go over it, but these are 2 different options of closes that you have. And I'm telling you guys, this works. And I'll give you an example of why in-homes work. When I met Don and Brenda Boyd, they had never done network marketing, and Don, it's like, yeah, I can get free energy and y'all want to do this business. And Don asked me, he said, well, I want to know, how did you get started in the business? And I said, well, I did in-homes at my house and invited people over. He said, well, great, I'm going to do exactly what you did. He said, this was on a Wednesday, he said, can you be at my house on Friday night? Sure, do you think you can get some people there? He said, absolutely. So I went, he had 5 couples there, 4 consultants signed up. One happened to be his daughter, and the daughter said, do you think you could come to my house next week? Absolutely. Went to her house the next week. She had 3 or 4 consultants sign up. So how many of you would like to get 3 to 4 consultants at a time versus 1 at a time? This is why in-homes work, because when one person sees the opportunity and gets it and starts filling out that form, the other one's like, oh, this looks good, I'm going to do it. Now the Greens are never going to sign up on the spot because they're going to go home, and that's the personality for y'all that don't know about the personalities. They're going to go home and read everything, but those blues and reds and the personalities, they're going to get it, and they're going to sign up right there on the spot. The other key thing to get people to sign up is you have to have what? You have to have your iPad, you have to have your laptop, you have to have the application. So what I do is I just start handing out all the guests. I give everybody an application. I just say, it's real simple. If you decide to join Ambit tonight, we just have a little simple form you can fill out, and we will get you happily involved with Ambit. And people just start filling them out, and you will leave that in-home with consultants. But how many of you joined this business from an in-home? Okay, stand up. Let's see the people that joined the business from an in-home. Give them a round of applause. Awesome. Because what happens when you join the business from an in-home, what do they go out and do? They duplicate. They do that. So what if you teach your team to do this, And over time, say what if on a Monday night you had 10 or 20 consultants out doing an in-home? What if on Tuesday night you had 10 or 20 consultants doing in-home? Wednesday night, Thursday night. So this is a duplicatable process that if you use it, but it's going to have to start with yourself first. So if you've never had your own in-home, make that commitment to yourself that I'm going to schedule at least one in-home for the next 6 to 8 weeks and take my business to the next level. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Hope that helps.